Magandang araw po muli sa ating mga kababayang mga Filipinos from the Philippines and different parts of the world. Ako po muli si Canada Avenues at ipagpapatuloy po natin ang discussion at meron po tayong bagong topic ngayon. Ang pinamagatang Stay in Canada as a Visitor. Marami pong sigurong naghihintay sa video na ito para ipaliwanag po sa inyo ang iba't ibang ways how to come to Canada under visitor's visa. Okay? Now, umpisahan po natin ang sinasabi ni Mr. Canada.ca at isi-share ko na naman po sa inyo sa araw na ito. You can stay in Canada as visitor. You can extend your stay, invite business visitors, or reunite with family members. Wow, right. If you're from outside Canada, there's an information that you're about to know visiting outside Canada. Okay? Number 1, you can invite your parents and grandparents to come to Canada. Parents and grandparents super visa. I-discuss po natin yung super visa. What is super visa? A super visa lets you visit your children or grandchildren after 5 years. 5 years at a time. It's a visa that provides multiple entries for a period up to 10 years. Wow, you're going to have a 10 years visa. When you enter Canada, a border services officer will confirm how long you can stay. There are specific requirements for a super visa, including the need for medical insurance. You must meet all the criteria to be eligible if you want to stay for 6 months or less for a visitor visa. Okay? Now, starting July 4, 2022, increase in length to stay for super visa holders. Yung mga mother at mga father at mga grandparents. So, kung kayong mga apo-apo dito at mga anak, maaari na kayong pumunta rito. Wow, makaka-visit kayo sa Canada. Wow, what a blessing, right? Meron silang news. If you apply on or after July 4, 2022, you're eligible to stay up to 5 years at a time. However, you may be able to benefit from the increase of length stay for an application submitted before July 4, 2022. If we approve your application before July 4, as long as you can enter Canada after July 4, you're eligible to stay up to 5 years at a time. Hooray! Ganda na, makakasama yung mga parents. Ganun. Excited lang ako kasi biro mo yung mga loved ones natin or parents, makakasama natin yung mga grandparents natin. If you enter Canada with a valid super visa before July 4, the length of stay granted to you by the Border Services Officer when you entered Canada remains the same. For instance, if you were granted 2 years, it would remain 2 years. However, if you want to benefit from a longer stay, you'll need to leave Canada before the end of your authorized stay and re-enter Canada after July 4, 2022. The Border Service Officer may grant you the length of stay up to 5 years if you still meet all the eligibility requirements for a super visa. Or you can extend your stay in Canada and be approved for the extension up to 2 years. Okay? As a super visa holder, you need to renew and or maintain your medical insurance while in Canada and on re-entry. Importante po talaga yung medical insurance. Especially now, maraming mga viruses ang dumarating. May COVID-19, whatever 19 is that, or mga viruses. Kailangan po talaga natin meron tayong medical insurance para to make sure na hindi po tayo gagasos ng malaki. Habang nasa Canada tayo, cover tayo ng insurance. Right? Now, next topic is Who can apply? These are the eligibility. Okay? Just listen for this topic. Nakaka-excite po kasi talaga eh. Imagine yung mga loved ones natin, yung mga mahal nating ama, ina, lolo, lola. Makakarating sila dito, makaka-visit sa Canada. Praise the Lord. Eligibility. To be eligible for a super visa, you must be a parent or grandparent of a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident of Canada. Have a signed letter from a child or grandchild who invites you to Canada that includes a promise of financial support for the length of your visit, the list of number of people in the household of this person, a copy of this person's Canadian citizenship or permanent residence document. Have a proof of private medical insurance from a Canadian insurance company. Marami pa akong alam. Baka gusto nyo magtanong, marami akong i-recommend sa inyo. This medical insurance needs to be paid in full or in installment with a deposit. Okay? Valid for at least 1 year from the date you'll enter Canada. Cover your health care, hospitalization, and repatriation. Provide at least 100,000 emergency coverage. Yan po. Private health insurance must be valid for each entry to Canada. Be prepared to show you proof of paid insurance to a border service officer if they ask to see when you enter Canada. You must also apply for a super visa from outside Canada. Have your visa printed outside Canada. Be allowed to enter Canada. Take an immigration medical exam. Meet certain other conditions. And also, the financial support. Okay? Anyways, you can include dependents in this application. Okay? Financial support, which is the proof of funds. The grandchild who invites you to come to Canada must prove that their household meets the minimum necessary income. The following documents are examples of what they can be used as proof of funds. Notice of assessment, number 1. NOA, that's what you call notice of assessment, or T4/T1 for the most recent tax year. Employment insurance benefit statements. Employment letter including salary, job title, job descriptions, date of hiring, pay stub, and bank statements. Yun po yung mga requirements, yung financial support as a proof of funds. Yun lang po sa ngayon ang aking maiksing video. And God bless you all. Abangan po ninyo. Don't forget. Kung marami po talaga kayong katanungan, wag lang po yung situational kasi hindi po ako pwedeng sumagot doon kasi I am only an immigration assistant. Yun lang po ang natapos ko. Hindi po ako consultant, hindi po ako lawyer. So I can just only assist yung mga questions, general questions na nandun po kay mrcanada.ca. Maraming salamat pong muli at magandang araw po sa lahat. Bye!